Hello, all souls. It's Father Sam here. It's good to be with all of you in your classrooms or wherever you're watching me. Welcome to my house, the rectory. This is where I, as the priest, live here at All Souls. And in these days and weeks and months that have gone before us and keep going on now, this will be my frequent place to greet you and be with all of you. So welcome, and welcome to a new school year. It is a great joy to be with you now and to have you back at school for this new school year. I've put some thoughts together and I want to share some thoughts with you as we begin this new school year so that hopefully we do it well all together. So for that, I've got some remarks here for you. A good, hearty, sincere welcome back to everybody. We're excited to have all of our returning students back with us this new school year. And I know there's some new faces out in the school you'll see this year as well. So welcome to all of our new students. It's great to have you all with us. We are now all a part of the All Souls family for this new school year. And we want to make sure everyone feels like family in this new school year. This is going to be a school year unlike any that we've ever seen or known before, and that's okay. We all know because of the coronavirus and the COVID-19 disease that the world's a bit different. But God can be with us, and we're very good at responding to these kind of circumstances. So we're going to accept that this is a different sort of a year, but it doesn't mean it's a bad year. It's going to be a very good year. And we know God will bless us and we can do great things together here at All Souls most especially. But for us to have the great year that God wants to have for us, that we want to have, I think we're going to have to be patient. Patient with the circumstances around it, patient with how we're doing school, patient with one another. We're going to have to be generous. We're going to have to really say, how do I love more in these days? So charitable. How do we be kind to one another? How do we make the best of circumstances? How do we be creative and do the good things that we want to do, but in a way that's appropriate this year? So let's be patient, generous, and charitable as we head into this new school year. I want to thank you all in advance for exercising responsibility. We've got new rules and new practices, new, temporary traditions that might be in place for this year. They may not always be easy. We might remember other things, but I want to thank you, especially going into a new school year in this time and place, for exercising responsibility, being personally responsible, for doing the good things you know you're called to do right now. And for all of that, as we all do it together, as we try to have good, safe, sanitary, clean practices and procedures, these practices all together help us to all be safe and to keep our school open. So I want to thank all of you in advance, you and your families, for doing those things that are collectively responsible and in charity that help us to have a good school year. But that said, I also want to make sure that we all know that this can be a great year. So my desire is for each every one of us, for me, for the principal, for the staff, for our teachers, and most especially for all of you students. My desire is that together we have a good, happy, healthy, and even normal enough school experience. Even if some things are different, not everything has to be, and there can be a lot of good and normal things that we can have this year, and I'm excited that we can do a lot of those things back in person here at the parish and at the school. Now, some things might be different. For instance, I'll be seeing you at Mass. It may not be as frequently, and for a while at least, we're certainly going to be having Mass outside on the rectory backyard. So it'll be different, but we'll still get to see each other, and we'll still get to adore and to worship God, and you'll still have recess and class and lunchtime and all the good things that are a part of that. So these are normal enough, and we're going to make the most of it. And we know God is right here in the midst of it. He is with us. God is with us. And if God is for us, who can be against us? St. Paul wrote that. And if God is with us, then we can have a very joyful year. We can be joyful, and we can be unafraid. We don't have to be afraid of anything. We are going to have an amazing new school year. I know that, and I wanted to make sure that right now here in the beginning of it all, in this very first week, that I greeted all of you, that I wanted to welcome all of our returning students, all of our new students, a word of gratitude, of thanks to our teachers and our staff who prepared for this new year. It's with great appreciation. And so I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and a great start of the school year, and I'll see you around. God bless you all, souls.